sisters.
You know, you have rather high cheekbones.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. These flowers came for Miss Irene. Where shall I put them?
Well, ask her. There she is now.
Yes, ma'am.
Carlo, did you notice his cheekbones?
These flowers just came for you, miss. Where shall I put them?
What difference does it make where one puts flowers when one's heart is breaking?
Yes, miss. Shall I put them on the piano?
Life is but an empty bubble.
You don't sound very cheerful for a girl who's giving a tea party.
Why should anyone be cheerful?
Oh, is Irene giving a tea party?
You're not invited.
I'll invite myself. Let's stick around, George.
Sure, why not?
All I have to say is some people will be sorry someday.
Well, naturally, everybody will be sorry someday.
For what?
Some people will know for what, and then it'll be too late.
This conversation is very confusing.
Now, Irene, you mustn't confuse Carlo. He's practicing.
Do you know any good funeral music, Carlo?
Shut up.
Are you acting for anybody in particular? Godfrey might be interested if he'd only turn around and look. Oh, I remember that pose so well. I learned it in dramatic school. It's number 8, isn't it?
Yeah, that's number 8, all right.
Am I spoiling your act, dear?
I'll spoil something of yours someday, and it won't be your act.
Do you suppose Miss Irene would like sandwiches served in here, or shall I create a sort of buffet?
Where do you want the sandwiches served, Irene?
What is food?
Something you eat, silly. You want the sandwiches served in here, or don't you?
What difference does it make? Some people do just as they like with other people's lives, and it doesn't seem to make any difference.
Hearts.
Oh, was it heart? I meant Spain. I can't change, can I? You know, that music has me so confused. Carlo, please.
Hey, Irene. Why the shroud?
Listen, Van Rumpel, just because some people have $1 million doesn't mean they can put their arms around other people.
Brr. Where's the bar?
Don't take her seriously, Charlie. The servant problem's been bothering her lately.
No, thank you. I'm not hungry. No, thank you.
4 classes.
Oh, just a minute, Godfrey. Bye.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, Tommy.
Oh, Tommy Gray.
Hello there.
What's the matter with you, Godfrey? Are you ill? Come along, Tommy, and give Angelica a hug. How's everything in Boston? All the beans and things.
We're rounding them up and putting them in cans as rapidly as possible. Hello, Toots. How are you, darling?
What does it matter how I am? The whole thing is only a delusion.
What things?
You wouldn't understand.
Well, I don't so far. I'm famished. How about something to eat?
Oh, Godfrey, bring Mr. Gray a sandwich. Your place. Well, come around here. Mr. Gray's not an acrobat. Let us come over you. You're beginning to act like the rest of the family.
Hey, wait a minute.
What's the trouble?
Godfrey Park, you old mug.
Oh, do you know Godfrey?
Know him? We went to Harvard together.
I'm afraid you've confused me with someone else, sir. I'm Smith. Remember?
Sure you're Smith. But we did go to college together. Or did we?
Imagine a butler with a college education.
He's not really the butler.
And a very good one.
You mean this is not a gag just for my benefit?
Mr. Gray neglected to tell you that when we were in Harvard together, I was his valet.
Was he a good servant, Tommy?
Excellent. What's the idea?
I'll tell you later. Mr. Gray never complained.
When? No, I have very few complaints about Godfrey's work.
I'll tell you tomorrow. It's my day off.
Strange you never gave Mr. Gray as a reference.
You see, I left Mr. Gray under very unusual circumstances.
What circumstances?
I'd rather Mr. Gray told you about that.
Well, don't go away. Come here and tell us all about it. You know, Tommy, Godfrey's a very mysterious person. Nobody seems to know anything about him. Don't go away, Godfrey.
No, don't go away, Godfrey. You see, I didn't want to say anything about this. But you see, Godfrey had been working for us as a butler and whatnot, and things have been going along very well when all of a sudden it happened. Just like that. You're sure you want me to tell all this, Godfrey? Well, you see, As I said, he had been working for us for some time when one day he came to me and said, Mr. Gray, he said, I trust my work has always been satisfactory, he said. And I said, why, of course. I said, I've never had more satisfactory work in all my life. And he said, thank you, Mr. Gray. He was always a very courteous man, Godfrey.
Godfrey is still extremely courteous, especially in the morning.
Well, it's not much of a story, really. Maybe we'd better skip it.
Oh, come on, Tommy, and finish it. You can't stop in the middle.
Well, let me see. Where was I?
Oh, you were telling us how very polite Godfrey was.
Yes, and that's where I said that Godfrey was still very polite.
Well, thank you, Mrs. Bullock. It's a pleasure to have you say so publicly.
That's my nature, Godfrey. I'll never say anything behind your back that I won't say in public.
Now, that's what I admire about you, Angelica.
That's nice of you, Tommy. What about the story?
Well, anyhow, Godfrey came to me and said, I trust my work has been satisfactory, sir. That was about the gist of it, wasn't it, Godfrey?
Those may not have been my exact words, sir, but that was about the gist of it.
All right, we'll settle for that. You said he was very satisfactory, and then he said thank you, and then what?
Naturally, I had to take an attitude.
You don't make sense. What kind of an attitude?
Well, the only kind I could take toward a faithful servant. But Godfrey decided in favor of his wife and 5 children.
5 children?
5.
My. Was his wife an Indian woman?
I believe she was rather dark. We used to take her on hunting trips to stalk for game.
Godfrey, why didn't you tell me you had 5 children?
Oh, why shouldn't Godfrey have 5 children? If a woman in Canada can have 5 children, why can't Godfrey? Oh, you see?
I owe the creation of my family to Mr. Gray's generosity.
Well, if other people can have 5 children, so can other people.
Personally, I think 2 are plenty. And strangely enough, Bullock agrees with me.
Listen, everybody, I want to make an announcement about something. Come here.
Go ahead. What are you going to announce?
I want to announce my engagement. I'm going to be married.
You're going to be married?
Well, you'll find out soon enough. Not Charlie Van Rumpel. Yes, Charlie Van Rumpel. Where is he?
No, he's down at the bar.
I've had my arm around her plenty of times before, but this is the first time I ever felt that chill September breeze.
Congratulations, old boy.
Congratulations about what?
Your engagement, you slug.
What engagement?
Why, you're engaged to Irene, aren't you?
Am I? Oh, come on. I hear we're engaged.
You said it.
Well, when did it happen?
Just now.
What's all the excitement? What did she say?
I think Scotland got herself engaged or something.
Oh, has she again? It must be that nice boy in the brown suit. Let's go and congratulate them. This is thrilling. You're a lucky boy.
I know I am. I'm not Van Rumpel.
Oh, you're not? Well, which one is he?
There he is.
Oh, you'll pardon me, I hope. You're Van Rumpel, aren't you?
Oh, yes.
Oh, you'll take good care of her.
I imagine so. My mind's a little cloudy. I don't even remember proposing.
You're always proposing.
Which one did you take me up on?
All of them.
How do you think Godfrey will feel about your engagement?
What has Godfrey got to do with it?
I wonder.
Oh, you mind your own business.
All right, Godfrey, let's have those. Come on, everybody.
Aren't you going to congratulate Irene, Godfrey? She just got herself engaged.
I'd be very happy to.
Godfrey, come congratulate Irene.
May I congratulate you, Miss Irene. I wish you all the happiness in the world.
Just leave her alone. She'll be all right in a minute.
Is she mad at me?
Of course not. She's not mad at anybody. Don't you know women always cry at their own engagements and other people's weddings?
Why?
I don't know why, but they just do. Irene is so peculiar. She shouts when she wins and cries when she's happy. Oh, Alexander, you missed all the excitement.
What's going
Oh,
on?
let me see. I knew what it was I wanted to say, but somehow it slipped my mind.
What's the matter with Irene?
Oh, yes, that's it. Irene's got herself engaged.
To whom?
I don't know, Van something or other. I think he's that boy with his arm around that girl in pink. He's got lots of money.
Well, he'll need it.
Godfrey, let you and I have a good cry. How about lunch by hotel tomorrow?
Yes, sir. Do you prefer soda or ginger ale?
Both. 12 o'clock?
Very good, sir.
You make up your mind yet who she's going to marry. I'd like to meet the guy.
I don't know, Alexander. It's one of those boys in there. Come along now.
You're not eating well this morning, sir.
You notice everything.
Business trouble, sir?
What made you ask that?
Well, sir, butlers can't help picking up scraps of news, shall we say?
We shan't say anything about it.
I thought I might be of some help, sir. I dabbled in the market at one time.
Well, one dabbler in the family is quite enough.
Very good, sir. Eggs?
No, thank you. Godfrey, you seem to be a pretty good sort. Have you noticed anything queer about me lately?
Nothing particularly, sir?